tonight we are talking about providing quality support. But what I really want to talk about is why we're doing this. I think you guys know the steps. It's kind of written down for us, right? And we will go over the basic steps, but I really want you to understand why we're doing this. Because last month, Optavia gave us an amazing gift, did they not? Well, about halfway through. And lots of us brought on so many new clients, or maybe we restarted a lot of new clients, or maybe you're a brand new coach and you're excited about the gift that Optavia continues to give us, this amazing gift of $90 off. And you know you're gonna sign a lot of people up. You're gonna inspire so many people to join you on this health journey. And so we wanna make sure we're providing really good quality support, because as all these people are coming in Optavia, we want them to stay. We want them to stick around and not just get to their goal, but beyond. And so sometimes we bring on a lot of clients, right? So many people, we've inspired so many people, and we may feel overwhelmed, and then our quality support drops. And if that happens, the business goes backwards. And so the reason you guys are on this call is because clearly you want to help more people. You wouldn't be here. That's your desire. So let's talk about some of the reasons why we provide quality support. Well, number one, let's go back to our health assessment. In our first conversation with our potential clients, before they've even signed up yet, we tell them, you're getting a coach, and I'm going to be calling you every week. You remember that part? I tell my clients that. So I have to keep my word. What if I say I'm going to call you every week and then I'm not calling them? The trust will be broken, and we're going to talk a little bit more about trust. So let's keep our word. Good quality support is going to help us keep our word, which is going to build that trust, which is going to build the relationship. You guys, this business really is based on relationships. Have you not seen that yet? I mean, the people are coming to you because they trust you, they respect you, and you have built a relationship with them. And their journey is only going to be more successful if that relationship continues to get stronger. So, more reasons why we provide quality support. Well, they're more likely to get into fat burn and stay in fat burn, because quality support is making sure our clients have the resources that they need. We're going to set our clients up for success. I am not saying we're hero coaching. Absolutely not. And we can talk about that too. But we're giving our clients those resources they need so that they can be successful, so they can get into fat burn and stay in fat burn, so they can ultimately get to their goal. Successful clients are more likely to get active in the client support page. They're happy with their journey. They're integrated. Integrated clients are going to have more success. We want our clients in that page. You guys, I hope you're putting the clients in the client support, or the pre-clients in the client support page after a health assessment has been done, because the magic happens there, right? Have you ever signed a client up and then they got really active in the page and started commenting, and then someone that said not yet saw some of that and they were ready to get going because of all the great stuff they're seeing in the client support page? So let's make sure we're providing that good support and encouraging our clients to post in that page. When you provide good quality support and you're in touch with your clients regularly and you're telling them, to live out loud, because I'm encouraging my clients to live out loud, I hope you are too, they're more likely to do it. If we're not in contact with our clients and we haven't built that trust in that relationship, they're not even going to think about it. But when they live out loud, it leads to one of two things, right? It leads to referrals, new clients coming into our business, or even more importantly, which is what we're trying to do, is future coaches. Because our program is truly offering three things: healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. And we want clients to take advantage of all three areas, the full trilogy. And we're gonna have more success having people decide, let me join you in this coaching, if they're living out loud, because their friends and family say, I want to do this with you. providing good quality support is going to help our clients to stay on plan to their goal and beyond. We want people to go beyond their initial goal. You guys, that's what makes us so different from every other program, right? Every other diet program, it ends at weight loss. It ends when you hit your goal. And I wasn't going to show this, but if maybe I can for a quick second. Here, let me stop share. You guys, you ever seen the 6 steps to integration? This is where everything else ends. We continue on. And I just love that because it makes us so much unique from every other program. And our clients are likely to go past that stage 2, past the weight loss phase when we are providing good quality support. Yes, it's falling on us as one of the components for sure. They're also more likely to use the fuelings beyond weight loss. You guys, my clients know I'm using those fuelings, and we are showing them the value of our fuelings. Without that relationship, without that good quality support, they're not going to trust that these fuelings are good for their long-term journey. And they'll come back to you. Those clients will come back to you if they ever need a tune-up. I had a client reach out to me on May 1st. And shame on me that I didn't actually reach out to her last month when the promotion was started. And she had not ordered for over a year. And she sent me a message and she said, Michelle, this quarantine thing has gotten to me. I think I need to get back on plan. So I reached out and she says, I've done really good. I've kept my weight off since 2016, but this quarantine has gotten me in 10 to 15 pounds. I need to get back on plan. But I provided good quality support back then. I've stayed in relationship with her all these years, and now she came back and her food is on its way today. I got the shipping notice. So what other things, I would love if you feel that there are other benefits of providing good quality support. Just drop that in the chat if you have any other tips of what is providing good quality support and the benefits of that. Because as we are, if any of you have any great ideas, I want to go on and talk a little bit about trust. Because trust is so important. I mentioned relationship, you guys. We're based on relationship and we need to build the trust. And I love this. I just pulled out the definition because I was like, you know, let's get really clear. It's a firm belief in the reliability, truth, or ability or strength of someone or something. You guys, our clients, a lot of the time, barely trust themselves. They have failed many times before, but they're trusting you. They're putting their trust in you. And we're gonna believe for them until they believe in themselves. And so we get to let them borrow our belief, and it starts to continue to build that trust. It's that good quality support when they are, I'm sorry, I was distracted because I was reading the chat just popped up. I love reading the chat, sorry about that. It's the trust that's gonna help them come to us when they're struggling. It's the trust that's going to help them to refer their friends and family to us. Oh yes, I'm gonna get into some of these things that you guys are saying. So awesome, so awesome. So let's talk about something so basic, but so important. Why we call our clients each and every week. And I put the big red no texting. You guys, again, we told our clients we're gonna call them. We're gonna continue to build that trust. But in a text message, we can't hear what's really going on. And they can't hear your heart. Now, if a client has a quick question, I'm okay with a text. If they're like, Michelle, where do I find the list of the salad dressings? Please text me that. And I'm gonna say, refer back to your Healthy Fats Guide. I'm okay with that. But for our weekly check-in, for the journey kickoff, the first 4 days in our weekly check-in, that is a telephone call. Nothing replaced that call. And the truth is, Optavia pays us to call our clients each week. If we're not calling our clients each week, we're just taking their order, selling them some food, and they're doing a diet. We are saying our program is 4 components, and one of those components is a health coach. So we're going to be that health coach, and we're going to come along come alongside of our clients. But you guys, it's easy and it's fun and it doesn't take a lot of time. And sometimes life happens, right? And you're like, I just don't have the time to call my clients. Well, if you had another job that you go to, which most of us do when we start coaching, and life gets a little busy, do you not just do your job? And I'm just being honest, I'm sorry. We still have to do our job. And we're calling our clients 5 minutes each week. It doesn't take a lot of time. And you get to choose how much time you want to put in, how many people you want to help. But we're going to make the telephone call and we're going to call them. So if you are texting now, if you are Facebook messaging your clients individually, or if you're Facebook messaging them as a group, I want to encourage you to stop. You're not able to build that relationship deeper by texting or Facebook messaging. It needs to be one-on-one. It's how we're going to help our clients to move forward in their health. If you think about, if you were on the last call with Karen and she talked about her clients and having them talk about their future self and what that looks like, can you do that in a text? Can you do that in a group message? Absolutely not. And so we have made this so simple. So KISS, keep it so simple. Or if you want to call it, keep it simple, silly, or you could change it to another S if you want. But you guys, we have a document. It's the Systematically Coaching Your Client document. And it takes your clients step by step by step on what to do through this journey. We take our clients step by step. We're not giving them this document. We are taking our clients. So it tells you what to do with your clients and where we go from step to step. So we are going to do a journey kickoff telephone call. We send them the video. We do that phone call before they even get started, the night before. I did one today. I have a client starting tomorrow. We're going to talk to our clients the first 4 days, but let me tell you how to set this up so simple so these calls are 5 minutes. When you do your journey kickoff call, say, hey, I'm going to be talking to you the next 4 days. This is going to be a super quick call, like 2 to 3 minutes. We're just checking in to see if you have any questions. Right there, I set it up. Short phone call. We're not going over their entire day and everything they put in their mouth. We're not doing a whole systems check. We're just checking in, see if they have any questions, make sure they're on target. And then I'm going to call you once a week. And guess what? That call, 5 minutes. We're just going to connect 5 minutes. You know, ask permission if you can coach them at a high level. If they say yes, say, we're going to connect. I expect you to take my call every week. We're just going to talk for 5 minutes. That's all I need. And sometimes it doesn't even take 5 minutes, you guys. Set it up for 5 minutes because everyone can handle 5 minutes, right? Everyone's got 5 minutes in their day. And we take them through. As we're taking them through that first week, we do the celebration call. Someone said that was a key component for quality support. Yes, that's integration. That's integration into the team coaching model. They see from an early point, hey, I'm not in this alone. Not only do I have my own health coach, I have someone else holding me accountable. Look, they do this together. Wow, this is kind of fun. We're integrating our clients. Oh, and I left out that we're putting our clients in the client support page. Everyone goes in the client support page after a health assessment. You guys, magic happens there, right? We love the client support page. It's simple and it's duplicable. Yep, Jesse, thank you, Tracy, whoever wrote that. We are gonna keep this so simple. Now, maybe you like to be really creative and maybe you have some great ideas. And I'm not saying you can't do those ideas, but what I'm saying is we've been around for a while. Gina's been around longer than me. She's my health coach. But you know what? When we started, we didn't have a system in place. And we were kind of flying by the seat of our pants and trying to figure this out. And over time, we saw what worked and what didn't work. And so we are saving you guys tons of time. Again, it's your business and you can run it how you choose, but I promise you, if you take your clients through these steps, what you're gonna see is great success, great support. They're gonna be very integrated. You're gonna see more of your clients becoming coaches because you've shown them how simple this can be. Now, I see some people saying that some people don't answer their phones. We're gonna talk about that too. So let's talk about some common questions that people often ask me when it comes to quality support or just even client support. So sometimes I hear, if I call on my weekly check-in, and let me backtrack. Before I even get into this question, I want to encourage you to set that weekly check-in up with 1 day a week. Now, if you work full-time and you have a lot of clients, maybe you can't call all your people in one evening, then pick 2. Set it up from the beginning. Hey, I personally do all my calls on Monday. So my clients know I'm going to be calling on Monday. It doesn't matter that their 1 week weigh-in is on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm calling Monday no matter what, and they know that. I encourage my clients to text me their weight on weigh-in day. That way, it's not part of my discussion. So when I do call, in fact, I'm going to take the screen off for a minute. When I do call my clients, it sounds pretty much the same. How was your week on program? I already know their weight. They texted it to me. I don't have to ask them how much weight did you lose. I don't ever talk about weight unless they bring it up on the phone call. How was your week on plan, or how was your week on program? You guys, there's too much going on in the world right now to leave it open-ended. To say, how have you been? We're gonna get an earful, aren't we? And we're gonna be on the call for 20 minutes or more. So I really wanna encourage you to dial that question in and just start your conversation. Your clients will expect it. They know you're gonna be asking, how was their week on plan? Did you have any struggles? If they didn't have any struggles, awesome. So what do we have to celebrate? Now, sometimes they'll bring up the weight if they're really happy about their weight loss, but what I'm hoping they're gonna share with me is, I have more energy. I got into some clothes I haven't fit into for a while. My kids were able to wrap their arms around my waist. Let them share the victories and ask each week. There's always something new to celebrate. And if they're struggling, they're gonna tell you, what their struggles were. But you guys, by hearing their struggles, it gives us something that we can end that call with. If they're struggling, okay, so you didn't get all your water in this week. That gives you something to work on this week. Then we're also gonna ask, there's 2 more questions. What element are you on, or what are you learning in the element that you're reading? Now, I'm taking notes each week. On the back of my health assessments, I keep track, so I know what elements my clients are on. Hey, I know you were working on element 3. Did you finish that element yet? Or are you still working on element 3? Oh, I finished that one on my element 4. Awesome. Next week, we'll talk about, what you're learning in element 4. It's so simple. I'm not getting into all the details. I can say, what are you loving the best about element 4? And they'll tell me something simple. It's a simple conversation, but then I also want to know who's noticing. Now, right now, in the world, not as many people are noticing just because people are not out and about as much. So Healthy Selfie is going to help us with that, because people are going to be putting their face on Facebook. And if people are Zooming for conferences, I'm actually getting people tell me, yes, people are noticing on these conference calls, they're noticing my face get thinner. So that question is super valuable. Typically when we're out and about in the world, it will become valuable again, but still don't skip it. Hey, is anyone noticing? Have you been talking to anybody about you getting healthy and moving forward in your goals? Because that gives us an opportunity to talk about how to refer, and if their friends want to get healthy, maybe they want to coach them. So let's talk about those questions that we often get asked. If I call and they don't answer, do I call back another day? Nope. We ask them to call us back. I leave a message. I always leave a voicemail, and I don't call them back. They call me back. It's not our job to track them down each day. I'm going to call them next Monday. That's my client support day, right? I will call them the following Monday. If they don't answer, they don't answer. I did my job. I called them. Do I keep calling them if they don't answer for several weeks? Yep, we're going to call them every week. If they're placing an order, they're going to keep getting a call from me. Now, is my call going to sound the exact same? Is it going to sound like a broken record? Nope, I'm going to change up that message that I leave for them. However, if I see week after week, because I'm documenting it on the back of my health assessment, week after week that they're not answering, I'm going to change it up. One week, I'm going to leave them a little voice text, and they're going to hear my voice, even though they hear my voice in the voicemail. I'm just going to change up the way I'm leaving a message. And if they continue not to answer, I'm going to probably do a 30 to 45-second personalized video specific to them. Hey, John, I realize that you and I have not connected for a while. I totally miss talking to you. Sometimes when clients don't take my call, it means they're struggling. I don't know if that's you or not, but I would just love to just connect with you, see where you are with your health goals and how I can best assist. You guys, it's simple. They hear that you care, but we cannot do that in a text message. So video calls, video messages, I will tell you, they could ignore me week after week when I call, and then I send a video message, and you know what I do? I get a text back from them. They always respond to the video messages because you've gone over and beyond. You've gone over and beyond to show that you care. And sometimes they just say, I'm hanging in there. I'll be in touch in a couple weeks. At least we know they're okay, right? We want a response. We want to know they're okay. People want to know how to keep their calls short. Well, I actually talked about that a little bit. Set it up from the beginning. Let them know the calls the first 4 days or just a couple minutes, and then your weekly check-in is 5 minutes. If you set it up from the beginning, then it will be easier. Now, maybe your calls have been 10, 15 minutes, and you're like, how am I going to pull back? You're gonna get into structure with those questions that we just talked about. How was your week on program? Any struggles? What do we have to celebrate? What are you learning in the habits of health, or what element are you on, or what are you learning in that element, and who's noticing? So simple. It's going to be short, and maybe even set it up. Hey, Mary, I'm getting ready to go play a game with the kids right now. I had 5 minutes to call and just see how your week on program was. Let Mary know you've only got 5 minutes to talk to her, and it will get easier with time. Some people want to know, oh, Siri wants to talk to me. Some people want to know, how do I move my client calls to 1 day? Maybe you have been calling your clients every single day based on the day they weigh in. I'm only saying this because that was me. When I started coaching, I was calling clients Sunday through Saturday. I was working every single day with client support. My calendar drove me crazy. I had no control over my life. Wherever I was checking my calendar. Who do I need to call? What day are they on? I felt like I had to have this whole control of what week they're on, and it drove me crazy, and it really wasn't fun. And then we moved it to 1 day, and life got so much easier. Just tell your clients, hey, you know what? I'm trying to get more organized in my coaching so that I can assist more people. And so I know if I call all my clients on Monday, or what, it doesn't have to be Monday, that's just my day. You pick the day that's best for you. Then I'm gonna be able to open up some more time to call more people. So now if you're calling for 2 days, you can have them choose. Would you rather me call Wednesday or Thursday? You tell me what day is better for you. You guys, they can pick a day. They can pick one of those days. They have 5 minutes on one of those days that will work. Now, if maybe you have a client who placed their first order and they haven't taken your call, and you're getting those emails, 7 days, their order's processing, 4 days, their order's processing. I have a lot of coaches call me and say, should I go in and push out their order? Nope, it's not our job. I want to encourage you, don't go into your clients' accounts after that initial order has been placed. We facilitate that first order. It is not our job to facilitate future orders. They can call 888-OPTAVIA, and they will assist them, and they're incredible. Customer service is amazing, and they will assist them to push them out. They are getting the same emails that we are getting. If you want to send them a message to say, hey, you might want to check your emails, you're getting some messages from OPTAVIA about your next order, totally fine. I don't do that. Don't become a hero coach. And we didn't really get into all that, and I don't think we're going to have time tonight. But you guys, we're not doing our clients justice by doing too much for them. We are going to lead them to the water, but we can't make them drink. My client needs ideas for lean and green. Should I send them recipes, or should I send them motivational quotes each day? Nope. We're going to lead them to the resources. We're going to let them know where everything is. You guys, everything's in the client support pages or in our amazing little Optavia guide. Everybody gets this. Everybody gets this little book. We do want to make sure they have the condiment guide. You know, in the welcome email, they're getting the vegetable conversion guide and the condiment guide. Those are great resources. I do like to let my clients know that there are albums in the pages. The best thing you can teach your client is how to use the search bar in the client support page, because they can search for almost anything. My client who's starting tomorrow, she just started, she told me tonight during the training kickoff, she's like, I just keep going to that search bar. She's a vegetarian, so she's looking for meatless options. She just keeps searching different products to see if it's things that are approved. There's a meatless option guide too. I'm gonna make sure that she has that. Make sure your clients have the resources and the tools that they need. It will make your job so much easier, but you guys, that is good quality support, making sure they have the resources that they need. So we only have one more minute. I didn't know if there's any questions that you guys may have. I'm gonna see if I can.
Michelle, keep going.
Keep going.
I would love for you to talk for just a minute. We had a question in here about client support on a software system or you know, binder system. So do you want to speak to that for just a second?
Yeah, I would love to. So you can do whatever you like. However, I am going to encourage you to use the binder system. Having everything written down. You guys, number one, it can travel with you wherever you go. And number two, at some point, maybe you're going to bring on a partner to coach with you, and you can share. When Brad decided to coach, guess what? Here you go, baby. Here's your people. I was able to hand them over those health assessments, and we were able to work together. And sometimes, and this has happened in my business, life happens to someone, and to the point where they could not coach at that point. And I literally had to take their binder and help my coach. Now, that's not typical. It's really not typical, but it could happen. And guess what? This binder was beautifully organized, and I was able to pick up and call her clients because she needed help in her life at that point. And if it was on a computer system, I wouldn't have known their why. I wouldn't have known where they were in their journey. And so honestly, the binder makes it so easy. It makes it so easy and you can organize your binder how you want. Some people organize it by time zone. Some people do it alphabetically. I did it alphabetically. That did not work for me at all. For me, that didn't work well.
Can you take the screen share off?
Oh, so yeah, I'm sorry. Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry about that. But you have to find what works for you. Time zones may work better. Now, when we talk about calling our clients, there's another question that I get a lot too, and maybe someone asked this. Do you set appointments to call your clients? Nope. You guys, you've set the day of the week. Now, I am respectful of my clients who I know cannot get a telephone call. I have government workers or and let's pretend this is normal times and people are going to work. Government workers or teachers, they cannot take my call during the day. Now, if I know they can take their call during their lunch break, I'll call them at their lunch break, but I'm not setting up specific times. Think about your day. If you set up specific times and your kid needs you, or one client is really struggling and you're on the phone for 10 or 15 minutes, you've just messed up the rest of the schedule for all your calls, breaking trust because now you've set a specific time. They know that you're going to call on Monday or on Wednesday. So just set the day, respect the time blocks. I think you can set a time block. Hey, I'm going to call you in the evening. I'm going to call you in the morning. That's about all they get from me. There's no specific times with my clients. So is there any other questions, Gina, that were in the chat that we can go over?
And I just wanted to kind of cover real quick because I actually love the binder system. And one of the things that was a game changer for me, because very few health coaches in our organization run the kind of volume Michelle runs, run the kind of volume Adam and I run. I mean, we do have coaches that run super high frontline volume, but we're talking over 100 clients. We've brought on, 8, 10, 15, 20 clients in a week and having to manage them. And so that's, if you've ever wondered where I say the calendar is the boss, Google Calendar is my reminder of when I'm calling people, who I'm calling and what. But I use that binder system. Mine, I mean, obviously 9 years later, we've done a lot of health assessments. So my pre-client binder, I've got more than one, and they're this thick. So like, you may have to move that particular file to a different place. And just PS, if you have a client who falls off plan, right? That's never happened to anybody, right? Like they just disappear, never to be heard of until 3 months later when they're up 10, 15, 20 pounds. I just put them back in that pre-client folder, and I just follow up with them, and I stay their friend, and I stay connected. So that's where I put all my pre-clients and my clients that fall off plan, so that I have their information. That way, when they come back, I still have all their information. But then my binder for work itself is, anybody who's in there waiting for their order in their first week of plan. So I know when I'm calling all my clients, Google tells me what I'm doing. So Google Calendar becomes the boss. She says, Gina, from this time to this time, you're working in your office, calling all those clients that are getting started. And that really, truly helps me to stay efficient. And so I know many of you have been participating in our power hours. You kind of see how I work from an efficiency standpoint. And so I think that will help a lot of you is, one, allow Google to be your boss. Two, set time frames. So like client support calls. PS, if you get all your client support calls done and you allotted 2 hours to call all your clients, but it only took you an hour, take that next hour and do a power hour. Don't just go, done with work, see you later, alligator, woohoo, getting out early. Can I challenge you guys to do the and then some? I know Michelle, guys, was that not phenomenal? Did not all, I'm sitting here with my mouth on the floor. She's crazy good at what she does. No wonder she is able to support the amount of clients that she does and the size of organization that she does. Guys, she's one of the, we have a lot of really great leaders. I don't want to overemphasize one, but she does not have to take care of as many clients as she does. She does it because she loves her clients well, and they keep sending her people because she loves her clients well. That's why we knew it had to be Michelle. It had to be, because she's so dang good at helping her clients achieve their goals. And you know what? If you follow her simple systems she just laid out, I'm telling you guys, you too will be efficient, you'll be effective, and you will win the hearts of all of your clients, who will then share you like mad wildfire with their world. Healthy Selfie, they're gonna do it because they're maybe proud of themselves, but Michelle's clients do Healthy Selfies because they love her. They want her to be spread because she's a woman of her word. She calls every week. She doesn't take over their journey, but she allows them to lead their own journey, and she gives them the tools and the bumper guards to be super, super successful. So, Michelle, do you see any other questions you wanted to answer?
No, one of the things that I did see is that some people said they actually learned from their own mistakes. So some people try their own things, or maybe they were, going off the system, and that's okay. It's just like 5 and 1 when your own program. Sometimes you try your own thing and you realize that didn't work, and that's okay. We want you to do what's comfortable for you, but we know this system will work. And like Gina said, we didn't start out this way. We did not start out this way. We learned there was no binder.
That's not true. Michelle, you were in my binder.
I didn't have a binder. I didn't listen then.
You didn't. And guys, for those of you that your clients don't ever answer a phone, you want my problem, because Michelle was sitting on a lacrosse field with my client who did not answer my phone call. Every week for I feel like I'm yelling at you guys. Every week for over a year, I called this lady. Every week, she did not take my phone call. I didn't care. Optavia didn't pay me to care. They paid me to pick up the phone and call her. So I would. Do you think that maybe paid out?
And so when Gina called her client, I happened to be sitting there. She literally looked at her phone and said, I'm not taking this. So I inquired, who are you ignoring? And she said, it's my health coach. I ignore her every week. My kids know if the area code 503 calls the house or my cell phone, we don't answer. And I go, what do you mean? Someone calls you? Give me her number. Like, that's how this whole thing came about. I didn't know Gina, but had she not called, I wouldn't have inquired. I did see her losing weight, but I was gonna probably do another diet because that's what I did. But someone was calling and I saw that someone called, and man, did I need that. So keep calling, you guys. You don't know who's sitting there, and I'm gonna be realizing that that person may be ignoring the call, or maybe they're listening to the phone call and they're gonna inquire, who you talking to? You don't know. You don't know.
It's not our job to connect. It's our job to call. If we connect, that's the bonus. That's the love. But my job was to call that lady. So there's one more question in there that I really think you could answer this well. What do you do when a client is not on Facebook?
Yeah, that definitely makes it trickier. And so I just tried, I mean, we can encourage them to create, they usually don't have a Facebook account because of some privacy reasons. So we can encourage them to create a fake account so they can at least be in the client support page and have access to all the resources. And some clients will do that. They actually become a little addicted to the page once they see how amazing it is. If not, I have a guy I've been coaching for a while. I front loaded the resources to him, as we do with everyone with our welcome email. And then once in a blue moon, if he's struggling, because I don't hand feed things, you guys. I'm not like, hey, oh, you should see this, let's talk, this was great, this was great. If occasionally he's struggling and there's something that stands out in my mind, I may email it to him, but clients are missing out. They're missing out. And the truth is, and this sounds terrible because we love everyone the same, but do they see our full offering if they're not on Facebook? What are the chances of them becoming a coach? Now, we still want them to get healthy, and we're still going to love them and support them through their health journey. But we're not going to go over and beyond because they have chosen not to embrace one of our components. And that is one of the things we offer. So I'm going to suggest they get on Facebook, make a fake name. We can still be friends on Facebook, and I'll stick you in the client support page, and they will see everything as everyone else does. But you guys, your client support page does so much work. It does our job for us half the time. It's amazing. And so we want our clients in there. So if they're not on Facebook, front load them some resources. That would be great they can tap into the Optavia calls if they want on Wednesday. You can still let them know about it. They can still get on these calls on Tuesday nights for our clients. Give it to them. You guys, I give it to them once. Hey, please join us on Tuesday night for Let's Chat. Send them over the video link. Put this in your calendar. Just like we put it in our calendar, I tell my clients, put this in your calendar. I send it to you once, not every week. I don't have time. And believe me, there was a period of time where I sat there and I hand sent every client an hour before, let's talk. It was exhausting. I couldn't even get through all my clients before it. And you know what? The people that want to be here are the people that need to be here. And
oh my God.
Be here.
I just thought of something else, and you guys are going to hear my kids screaming in the background. It is what it is. Here is another thing that I remember. I don't know if it was you, Michelle, or someone who came on at the exact same time that you did, but they used to create these cute little quotes every single morning and text them to all of their clients, like motivation for the day, motivation to keep going. Can I tell you that coach, it wasn't you for sure, Michelle, that coach is no longer with us, and this is why. nobody around them, everybody was like, I can't do what you do. I don't have time to do that. I don't have to think of these things. So be really cognizant of the things that you're doing, because to be quite honest with you, if you're only taking 1 or 2 minutes of their week, they go, dang, I can do that. Many of you have heard me say this before. I wanted to make my client support look so easy that they were actually smarter than I was. Coaching, you guys are actually, most of you are smarter than I am. I've just been around a lot longer, being way more consistent. Michelle is pretty smart. I can't take that from her. But so are all your other leaders. They've just been consistent. They've just followed the system longer. I'm telling you guys, high quality, if you'll do this right now, if you will commit to high quality client support, running them through the system, this gold that just entered your business will duplicate and it will spread like wildfire, and you just found a gold mine. But if you don't take care of your clients, if you choose to step out of the system in that way, it is mere fool's gold. It's just going to turn to dust and it'll be gone. You'll have it for the next 2 to 3 months, and then you're going to have to go work really, 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 really hard to try to ever get back to where you are. If you've ever wondered why one person will soar and then all of a sudden you don't see them 3 to 6 months later, now you know. Quality client support is the #1 key to grow an integrated presidential business. #1.
It truly is the backbone, Gina. And you guys, this is you guys are probably going to bring on more clients between last month and this month than ever before, because Optavia has never offered this gift. And so we're all in action. I mean, I hope you guys are in action. Like, why would you not be giving this away? And so as Gina said, as the gold is coming in, because each client is gold, and they could be your next integrated presidential director. And so let's love them now. Let's build that relationship. Let's build that trust. Let's give good quality support so they stick around. And so in a couple months, you don't have to go refill that funnel with so many new, we always want to fill, don't get me wrong. We're always bringing new in. But right now, you're bringing in a lot more. You guys, some of you brought in so many people, you don't even know how you're going to handle them all. Hopefully tonight gave you some tips so that you'll be able to. But so many great people are coming into the business. People need what we have. People love what we have. We're going to show them that it's simple. We're going to show them that it's fun. And you get to run with them.
Yes. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody, for staying on 15 minutes longer with us. We appreciate you. For those of you who are joining us in the Power Hour, if you want to really learn to effectively work your social media to fill your funnel in the first place, please take the time to participate in that. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.